Good afternoon everybody, and welcome to another video from Travels from here in Tiraspol in Pridnestrovie in the Soviet Union. So it's lovely weather here in Tiraspol at the moment, ladies and gents, and I fancied an afternoon stroll, so I thought I'd invite you guys to join me. Oh, look at that. Very interesting Soviet entrance or something. Ooh. All right everybody, so we're now on Lenina Street. So I'm not sure if I've been on this street before, not knowingly. Got something over there, looks like a shopping centre. Now everybody, I just made a surprise discovery. I just walked past the Kvint factory. Now for those of you that don't know what Kvint is, it's a local brand of cognac. So cognac from Pridnestrovie, Kvint cognac is very popular. And I think they maybe do other alcohol as well. And I smelt something. I thought it was a bakery, but it's actually that hoppy taste that you get from outside alcohol factories. I'm not sure what cognac's made out of actually. If it's made out of hops or... I've got no idea, but it smells nice. There we are, 1897. And it looks like we've got a Kvint shop. It's not surprising that they're renovating this area outside the Kvint factory, making sure it looks nice for tourists. I mean, look at this bus stop. It's probably the nicest bus stop in Tiraspol, or one of the nicest. And they're digging up this whole street. Across the other side of the street there, everybody, got a place called Royal Veranda. I didn't know about this place. And a sign there for sausages. Maybe there's a sausage factory around as well. Pridnestrovie sausage. Not quite sure what these things are. I've seen them around the city before. It's either a bus shelter or it's a kiosk, maybe an old Soviet kiosk. No, it doesn't look like either, to be honest. Alright everybody, so I'm in a bit of shade now, which is nice, and they've got these lovely walkways going through the centre of Tiraspol, and at night time these are all lit up. So like I said, you got pretty much free electricity in Pridnestrovie, so they can afford to light up the whole city like a Christmas tree. Now we got the police ahead of us, and I'm not quite sure what the police are like in Pridnestrovie, so I'm going to turn off the camera just in case. So everybody, one of the things you're told when you come to Pridnestrovie is to be careful about filming government buildings, and that's quite the same in any country, but now obviously there's a bit of heightened tension with the Ukraine war and everything, so I'm going to be extra careful. But there's some nice building over there. I'm not sure what it is. It's not a government, well, it's not a military building. Could be a government building. Let's continue down this lovely path. Right everybody, so we're back on the 25th of October Street, which is the main street in the city. And if you look straight ahead over there, that white building, that's a very nice cafe. So they got good coffee in there, and they do something like an English breakfast as well. And it seems to attract the beautiful ladies of Tiraspol as well, which is added bonus when you're having your €1 coffee. Lovely rose beds here. And we got a dude here. Let's see what his name is. Tara something or other. Beautiful autumn colours everybody. Conkers on the ground. Nice rose beds. Now, I don't want to pretend to you that all of the city is like this, okay? To be honest, it's the best, it's very well kept in the centre, but as you go out of the centre, it's pretty rough and ready, let's say. Okay, everybody, we got some kind of university here. Pridnestrovie Gostustarveni. I'm not sure what that word is, but the last word is universitet, which is university, of course. And look at that gold spinny thing on top. 1930, it's been there since. Got the Russian flag, got the Pridnestrovie flag. Very nice. And here, everybody, we've got the Tiraspol opera house, maybe, shall we say, or theatre. I don't know if it's the main theatre in town, but it looks pretty grand, so I presume so. And here we've got some kind of patriotic billboard showing the highlights of the city. I think I've seen all of those. Tell you what, everybody, I really need to buy some new sunglasses. Every time I go to the shop oh, bloody hell. Every time I go to the shop to find something, I can't find anything I like. And also, I've got a very big head, which makes it difficult. Everything looks small on me. That's strange, everybody. Somebody's left a landmine lying around in the park. Also, guys, we've got these interesting little gas stations all over Tiraspol. Don't quite understand what's going on. But yeah, thank you very much, Russia, for the free gas. May it flow freely for all eternity. Like I said, Sheriff is pretty much the only supermarket in Pridnestrovie. And yeah, it's always busy, this one, always lots of people in there. And the strange thing is they don't sell fresh meat. If you want fresh meat, you have to go to the market. So they sell frozen meat in here, which is strange. I bought some recently and it wasn't so good, so I'm going to stick to getting my meat from the market. And over here, if you're coming to Tiraspol, this is one of the best restaurants in town. It's called La Vida, and it's a Romanian restaurant, or at least they've got a lot of Romanian dishes. And I highly recommend the pork here. Very, very tasty. Actually, when I was last in Pridnestrovie, I was coming here for breakfast with a certain bold YouTuber, and we were amazed at the time because we got breakfast for the equivalent of £1. It's definitely not a pound anymore, but I'm sure it's still pretty reasonable. Alright, everybody, so that cafe I had a coffee in back there is called the Nasha Cafe. Very nice place. And look at this, very nice pharmacy next door. Some apartments upstairs, very grand. Let's walk down the main street. Now, everybody, one of my favorite things about Pridnestrovie is they have some very beautiful cats around, okay? So I've never seen such interesting cats in my life. And I was walking just further down here the other day, and this beautiful little kitten was following me down the street, and I didn't know what to do because I've never been chased by a pussycat that much in my life. It was following me along the way down the street, so I was in that horrible situation where I was thinking of actually taking it home, but not very practical for me at the moment. So there's quite a lot of stray cats and dogs in this city, but the dogs, at least that I've seen, microchipped, or tagged I should say. Look, there's one here. I'm not sure if this belongs to anybody or not, but yeah, so a lot of them are tagged, and also the people here, they take very good care of cats and dogs. And that's quite a similar situation throughout the Soviet Union. There's like strays, but they're kind of living on the street, but people come out and feed them, which is really nice. Oi, no shitting there. 200 ruble fine. And over the other side of the street, everybody, we have a very grand building, Dom Sovietov. So it's a house of Soviets. Very nice looking, all coloured in Pridnestrovie colours. And the clock is actually showing the right time. Very impressive. I'm not exactly sure what goes on in there. Maybe one of my watchers can tell me. This is a Hotel Russia, one of the best hotels in town. I've been in the restaurant there and it's pretty nice, but I haven't actually been in the rooms. It looks very kind of prison-like upstairs. And yeah, guys, when I was last in Pridnestrovie 4 years ago, my bold friend who was with me seems like hanging around outside here at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Not quite sure what he was looking for or who he was looking for. Oh, and look at this, everybody. We've got a USSR antique shop. So I'm sure there's lots of Soviet curiosities inside, wherever it is. Souvenirs of the USSR and PMR, figurines, pennants, coins, badges, flags, stamps. Now, I was looking for an antique recently. I went on to Google. I was looking for a grandfather clock. The problem was I made a typo and I got a very nasty surprise indeed. Got a travel agency here, look. I like the design very much. Now, this is what I'm talking about, stray dogs. There's a posse of them over there, but as you can see, they're in pretty good condition. But it's a right old motley crew of pooches, isn't it? All different colours and breeds, making a right old racket, chasing the cars. But I'm not going to get too close. Oh, hello. Sorry, I was a bit distracted there. Oh yeah, dogs. I'm not going to get too close, but if I did, you'll see they're all like tagged. One's even got a collar on. That's a very nice baby's buggy, everybody. It looks kind of old school but modern at the same time. Okay, everybody, so since I've been in Pridnestrovie, I don't think I've ever seen so many young mothers here. So yeah, I think they're trying to improve the birth rates in Pridnestrovie, so getting them up the duff young before they skip town. Okay, everybody, so this is a place called Dolce Vita, and it's a very big cafe slash restaurant. It's not bad. I started coming here on my first visits to Pridnestrovie many years ago, and this is where I found that little kitten that was following me home. It was underneath that terrace there, so I'm going to keep an eye out for it today. I hope it's doing well. Look at this, we got some fancy looking fish restaurant in town. Luce de la Vas, it means best for you. It's called a sturgeon complex. Interesting. I don't normally eat seafood in this part of the world because I'm a bit scared that it comes from the Black Sea. And you probably shouldn't be eating too much fish from the Black Sea. You can get some souvenirs, look. Composite coins, they're ultra original. So yeah, if you want a little something to remember your stay in Pridnestrovie, you can pick some of these up from Exim Bank, 20 meters that way. There's a post office over there. We don't have post offices really in the UK anymore, so it's nice that some countries do. So here, everybody, we've got a very nice building called Plasma. I'm not sure what it used to be. It could have been a theatre, it could have been a nightclub. Would have been a great place to have a nightclub back in the day when people actually went to nightclubs. These days they're just sitting at home on TikTok and Instagram. The new boring generation. Now, everybody, here we have one of the tourist highlights of Tiraspol, which is a USSR restaurant. Now, if YouTuber Irish Partisan saw this place, his heart would be fluttering, and something else probably as well. So yeah, we got an old larder there, we got this old car, I'm not sure what it is, and we got Soviet drinks machine. There we go, Voda. I'm not sure if it still works, I very much doubt it. Look Look at that, everybody. Got some old Soviet postcards there. And here, everybody, we have in the same building a casino. So we got a casino, a hotel, and a USSR restaurant. So if you're coming to Tiraspol, you've got a bit of a gambling addiction, then you don't need to go far to lose your money and have a good feed. So everybody, most tourists that come to the PMR, they just stay here a few days. They maybe do a Soviet tour and then they disappear. But I think to really get under the skin of this place and kind of figure out what's going on, you need to spend a while here. Because it's quite a mysterious place. And yeah, as a tourist, you're just scratching the surface. Now everybody, this is very unique. I haven't seen this before. Some old postbox, Soviet era postbox out on the street. Wow, look how old that is. Looks very secure though, got some strong locks on there. Got some Soviet sparrows here in the tree, having fun. Hello chaps. And here we got a medical center. So if you're coming here and you have an unfortunate accident, then this is probably the place to come to. It looks pretty modern. So guys, if you're looking at Tiraspol and you've decided that it's an interesting looking place and maybe you want to live here, then I've heard you can buy properties in Tiraspol from $5,000, all right? Of course, for $5,000 it's going to be a bit rough, but apparently for like $10,000–$15,000 you can get yourself a nice place. And I don't know exactly what the options are for residency, but as far as I'm aware, you can just go in and out every 45 days, which is the allowance for tourists here in PMR. Actually, you don't even need to go in and out, you can just go to an office here, so I guess they're pretty happy for people to want to spend time here and contribute to the local economy. So I know some foreigners that are actually living here. I was in Castor restaurant on the main street recently, and you've probably heard of Sheriff Football Club. So Sheriff is a very well-known club now, and they're playing in the Premier League. So I met a couple of the players from Sheriff Football Club. One is the goalkeeper, I think is from Malta, and another one from Sudan, like South Sudan or something like that. So yeah, that was interesting. Now also there's some other expatriates, foreigners that are living in Pridnestrovie. Recently I bumped into this guy I knew from Ukraine many years ago. It was a shock to me. So apparently he moved to Tiraspol to become a chicken farmer. Okay everyone, so another thing about Pridnestrovie is you can take advantage of cheap medical care and dentistry, alright? So I was just walking down the street there and I saw a dentist, and I just went in and said, I'd like a free consultation please. So he can see me immediately, and he's given me this slip of paper, and he wants me to go back to the Hotel Russia. Apparently there's some polyclinic there where they take a photo. So they're going to take a photo of my teeth, and then I take it back there and he's going to sort me out. So I'm not exactly sure how much it is. I have to ask first so there's not any nasty surprises, but a friend also had dentistry work here and it was significantly cheaper than other places he had looked at, other countries. Okay everybody, so I just went to that polyclinic back there, and I was very quickly dealt with. So I turned up without an appointment, and they took a photo of my offending tooth. And what was the charge? 30 rubles. So in British money, that's £1.50. Now imagine that if you're in the UK, you had a problem with your tooth, you turned up at the dentist without an appointment, and they said, oh, you need a photo of your tooth, you've got to go here. and they gave it to you on the spot pretty much, and they charge you £1.50. So it just shows you what a rip-off dentistry is in the Western world. Okay everybody, so I think that's about it. You've had a nice little look around Tiraspol today, so thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe and share. Help Tall Travels find that algorithm, okay? So stay tuned for the next video. See you soon.